Hi, I'm Tina Hill. I am half of Lady of the Lanais, and we're back with another installment of Ask a Villager. Could you please introduce yourself?
Sure. My name's Anthony Pellicano, and I live in Citrus Grove.
Okay. And what's your relationship status?
Married.
Married. And you just said what village you live in.
Mhm.
Where did you live before moving to the villages?
We started in New Jersey, and then we moved to Miami, and then Miami we moved up to the villages, and I retired.
Okay. How did you first hear about the villages, and what made you move here?
We've been coming up here for years. My parents have had a house here, so we knew at some point we were going to come up here regardless. I just happened to be able to retire, so we moved up.
Okay. Um, And why did you decide to live in that area as opposed to any of the other areas in the villages?
That's a good question. Um, During COVID, you got what you got, and that's where they were building at the time,
Okay.
and we just had to get whatever was available at the time.
Okay. Because that was a hot ticket then, right?
Very hot.
Knowing what you know now, would you choose the same area or somewhere different in the villages?
I think we'd stay where we're at. Yeah, we like where we're at.
What do you like about it?
Well, we're on a loop, so we don't have traffic coming in and out. And technically, Citrus Grove, we're going to be in the center of the villages,
Yeah.
so that's where we're going to be. Yeah, we
Okay.
like that.
And that's near Sawgrass, right?
Right next to Sawgrass.
Yeah. How long have you lived in the villages?
It'll be 3 years in September.
Okay. I was gonna say, how many times have you moved?
Once. That's it.
Okay, just the one time
That's
here.
it.
Are you a snowbird, a snowflake, or a frog?
A frog.
Okay. You're here. Some people are always like, "What is a frog?" You're here till you croak.
Most likely.
Okay.
Hopefully later than sooner.
What's your favorite venue for enjoying live music and dancing?
I'd say we like Brownwood the best.
Yeah. Do
Yeah.
you and your wife dance at the
We do
squares?
once in a while, sure.
Once in
My
a while.
wife does more than I do.
Okay. Do you have a favorite band in the villages?
I'm going to have to say the new one that's here now, Relic. We kind of like them the best.
Yeah. That's really they're very popular.
Very popular now.
I like them too. Um, Best pizza in or around the villages?
Well, coming from Jersey, it's a tough question. I'm going to have to say Paisanos.
That seems to be popular too.
Mhm.
Do you have a favorite restaurant if you want to splurge?
No, I think we like Chop House.
Yeah.
That's a good one for us. Yeah.
Do you have a special entree there or anything that you order or
No,
just
just
whatever is
whatever
there
we
is
in
good?
the mood.
Okay. Do you have a favorite spot for breakfast or brunch?
Not really. I do Dunkin' Donuts. That's my excitement for breakfast. So
I
that's
go
about
there
it.
for coffee.
That's what I do.
I'm a nice coffee drinker. What's your best advice for airport transportation?
We usually drive
Oh
ourselves.
my God, this is like everybody keeps saying they drive themselves and you just park there?
Either we park there, or I mean, I have family here, so we can have somebody drop us
Oh,
off.
okay.
Yeah.
Good deal. Do you have a favorite pool or golf course? Do you golf?
Um, I I make an effort to golf.
Okay.
I won't say I'm the best at golf. So I would have to say Southern Oaks is probably good for me because it's more open.
Okay.
So if I hit the ball
Is
one way
that
or the other,
championship
that's a
or
good
that's
question. I don't know off the top of my head, but
how many
maybe.
holes is it?
I think it's 18.
Okay, I think that's
Yeah.
championship.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what he's doing there. Do you have a favorite club that you belong to in the villages?
Just some law enforcement clubs that I'm here in the
Okay.
villages with.
Okay. Golf cart, gas or electric?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have a favorite beach that you can drive to from the villages?
No, we really haven't done that yet here.
Do you guys have a pool?
No, we're getting ready to put one in,
Oh,
hopefully.
okay.
Crossing my fingers.
All right. Hopefully you get approved.
It'll get approved.
Okay. Favorite place in the villages to take visitors?
They mostly like the squares, you
Yeah,
know.
it's good people watching.
Yeah,
They can dance if they want to.
music.
Music. Um, what would you say is the best kept secret in the villages, or your best kept secret in the villages?
That's a good question. Best kept secret? I'd say just everybody's super friendly, that people don't really realize that. That's a good one, I guess.
Okay. What's your advice for making new friends and meeting new people in the villages?
I would suggest going to a lot of driveway parties.
Hmm.
That way you'll meet more people in a not as massive area, but you get
Right.
neighborhoods and other things like
What
that.
if you don't get invited? How do you get invited to a driveway party?
Well, most driveway parties are posted on each village usually has a Facebook page and it's usually invited on there.
And it's open to anybody.
Open to anybody.
Okay. What's something that surprised you after you moved to the villages?
Um, that's a good question. I don't know if anything's really surprised me because we used to come up here a lot.
Hmm.
I'd say the golf carts. There's a lot more golf carts on the golf cart pass than even when I came up here 3 years ago. There's a lot more now because everybody's moving in. I said just some of the crazy
Right.
driving in the golf carts, I would
Yeah.
say. But other than that, that's it.
It took me a while to start driving around in the golf cart.
Get
You
used to
know,
it.
yeah, I was more of like my car, my car, my car, because then I was always afraid of getting lost in the golf cart.
Yeah.
What's something you learned how to do when you moved after you moved here in the villages?
Relax. Since
Yeah,
I was retired, it
yeah.
took me about a year and a half to desensitize a little bit.
Mm. Well, what did you used to do? What was your
I was a
previous?
federal law enforcement officer for 28 years.
Oh, sounds scary. What's something you wished you knew before moving to the villages?
Um, the high winds are actually pretty interesting
That
here.
is surprising.
It is surprising here. Guys, we're coming from Miami. There wasn't a lot of wind, believe it or not, even though we were by the water. But here, it's like almost hurricane strength winds
Right.
on a daily basis.
I was playing pickleball yesterday and it was so windy. So
Hmm.
windy. Plus, I'm not that good, so it didn't help
You're probably
any.
better than me.
We'll have to see. What did your family and friends say when you moved to the villages?
Family knew about the villages because we have family here. Friends kind of laughed a little bit. They were like, "Well, you guys are young to be in the villages," but they like it here. Once they come to visit, everybody
Right.
likes it here. Yeah,
Yeah. Because you don't know what you don't know. You have to kind of, you can talk about it, but until someone
sure,
actually experiences it.
I agree.
Um, Complete this sentence. You'd never believe it, but in my life before the villages,
I was, let's see, I flew around the country and taught many different types of law enforcement classes to
Okay,
different agencies.
you're a teacher
Sort of, kind
of
of.
sorts. Okay, I really wish the villages had.
um, Maybe more amenities like shopping centers and stuff to go to. I mean, squares are fun, but it's the same stores over and over.
Right.
I wish they would just build a little bit more amenities, especially down here in the South.
I was gonna say, do you think that will come in time?
I hope.
Okay.
I mean, I know they're building the new village. I mean, the new square,
Yeah.
but we need other things besides that also.
Yeah. And the last question going along that lines is, I think Eastport will be.
Very nice. Actually, I've seen the videos. Actually, this morning I watched some of the videos that they're. It's not going to be open for a while yet, but
I think they said
it's very nice.
2025. Do you think
Yeah,
that'll happen?
maybe.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
That
Thank you
was
for having me.
that was short and sweet, but thank you for stopping by.
Of course, my pleasure. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks.